Our restoration comes through our obedience. Change comes through corrective behavior. And if all of us get into the righteous mindset, then restoration comes. People are at the door of their significant change and will lose what the Most High has for them because they've never seen their faith as something to fight for. You and I as the Israelites, have to war within yourselves and against your own fleshly lust. You have to war with worldly temptation. With all the spiritual energy you can muster, war for the kingdom of Yah.
We aim and shoot scriptural bullets at demon troops. I'm just spitting truth. Look at yourself.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to the Most High. Shabbat shalom. Thank you for joining us. Wherever you might be, all praises to the Most High. We give the Most High glory and praise for the work that the Messiah has done on the cross by reconciling himself, reconciling us back to himself through the work of the cross. And we certainly give the Most High thanks and praise for all of the bishops and apostles and deacons and mores and the men of True Nation. And yes, we thank the Most High for the sisters too. We certainly thank God for you. All right, we're going to get right into today's lesson. And the topic of the lesson is Israel's redemption means war. Israel's redemption means war. Now, we see what's happening in the world, right? We see what's happening in the world today. And if you don't see what's happening in the world today, that means you blind and you just wandering around in the earth, not paying attention to what's going on. Every war, every conflict, every economic collapse is going on. Every natural disaster that you see, all of the tornadoes, all of the floods, all of the earthquakes, every nation rising against each other. This is not random. The Most High is not reacting to history. He's directing it. The Bible teaches us that the rise and fall of kingdoms, the shaking of nations, and the judgments upon the earth are all connected to one thing: the redemption of the children of Israel. And while the world sees politics and military strategies, the scriptures reveal prophecy unfolding. Nations are at war. Every day that passes brings us closer to our redemption, our judgment of the nations. So we're going to talk about it today. Let's get Wisdom of Solomon 8:14. We're going to start there.
This book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 14. I shall set the people in order, and the nations shall be subject unto me.
He says, I shall set the people in order. That's important to know. It's a way that we have to read the word of God. There's a way that we have to read. And notice what he says. I'm going to do it. I'm going to set the people in order. And he says, the nations are going to be subject to me. So you understand the way the Most High is going to put us in order is by subjugating the nations. Verse 15, watch this.
Horrible tyrants shall be afraid.
Horrible tyrants like Donald Trump is going to be afraid. Come on.
When they do but hear of me, I shall be found good among the multitude.
I'm going to be found good among the children of Israel. Come on.
And valiant in war.
And valiant in war. This is how I'm going to make them afraid. I'm going to make them afraid in war. I'm going to make them afraid in war, and I'm going to set you in order in war. Let's go to Deuteronomy, the first chapter of Deuteronomy, and the 15th verse.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1, and verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
So I took the chief of your tribes, wise men, and known, and made them heads over you, captains over thousands,
Captains over thousands,
and captains over hundreds,
mm-hmm.
and captains over fifties, and captains over tens, and officers among your tribes.
So oftentimes when folk come into the congregations of Israel, they be trying to figure out why is there a certain order that we have to go by, right? Because the order that we go by in the congregation is getting us ready for the order that's in the kingdom. And most people have lived their lives in chaos. It's chaotic. When I came up, like many of us in here, I'm thinking many of us in here, we had bedtimes. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe not the younger ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know if too many children nowadays have bedtimes. Do they still do that? People still get their children bedtime?
No, all of them.
Not all of them. I remember we had to sit at the dinner table. If you wanted to eat, you sat at the dinner table. Now everybody just go scatter to their room or whatnot, do what they're doing. Everybody got 50-inch TV in their room. 50-inch TV. Everybody got 50-inch TV in their room and the controller. There was an order, and we've gotten away from that. And when you come into this truth, when you come into the congregations of Israel, order must be set. That's what's happening here in Deuteronomy, the first chapter, the 15th verse. When we came out of Egypt, order had to be set. We took the chief of our tribes and made them heads over the children of Israel. Made captains of thousands and captains of hundreds, captains of 50s and captains of 10, and officers over the tribes. Because there was order that had to be set. When the kingdom come, there's got to be order. Oftentimes right now, we're not in order. So a lot of things have to bring us into order. War is one of those things. Order and the process of order is what brings about redemption. And I want y'all to let that sit on your brain for a second. Order and the process of order, how to be in order, is what brings redemption. It is the very thing that we should be doing before he sets his government in place. That's what we should be doing right now, gathering ourselves together, getting ourselves in order, heed to instruction. That's what we should be doing right now, gathering ourselves together. Let's get Habakkuk 2 and 14.
So Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 14. For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord, as the waters cover the sea.
As the waters cover the sea, as the water. So much truth is going to be, filling the earth. So much truth is going to be filling the earth that it's going to be just like water that's covering the sea everywhere. Read it again, verse 14.
Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 14. For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord,
Go on.
as the waters cover the sea.
As the water covers the sea. We spend so much time, I'm going to say this, we spend so much time critiquing. We should be learning. We should be developing. We should be building. We should be gathering. This is the order in the process. Everything is I love the information age that we in. You understand what I'm saying? Because this is it's new, it's brilliant, and young folks nowadays is brilliant. Even babies is brilliant. They know how to work computers and stuff. They come out the womb knowing how to with iPhones or something. I don't know.
Not Androids.
I love this information age. But I understand that we also have to slow down too. We have to slow down. Things move so quickly nowadays that we don't get the chance to slow down, and some things are missed when you move too fast. We have to slow down. Things move so. You ever wonder with old folks how they used to stop and be looking at you like, why they stop and looking at that? You ever thought about that? You know how old folks do? Like I watch people, right? I'm a people watcher. You know what I'm saying? So I've just watched old people. They move slow and they just stop and look at something, right? And they just be looking at it, you know, watching it. So, and sometimes they be taking in the beauty of it. They move slow and they just stop. Or they just be wondering how it works. They take their time with it. You understand what I'm saying? You be like, come on, let's go. Get in the car. Let's go. You know? But sometimes you got to slow it down just to see what they doing, just to see what they looking at. See what they looking at, because they know that it's an order to how things go. It is beauty in the process of how things are built. We do a lot of critiquing, but not a lot of learning. Not a lot of developing. We be underdeveloped. We be smart, but we be underdeveloped. And I'm talking about us as a whole, as a nation. We be underdeveloped. We be smart when we should be gathering ourselves together. All right, let's get Daniel, the second chapter of Daniel, and let's go to the 44th verse.
The book of Daniel, chapter 2, verse 44. Mm-hmm. And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom,
right,
which shall never be destroyed.
It's going to never be destroyed. When Christ establishes his kingdom, it is going to be the culmination of previous empires that have already existed. And I'm going to explain further once we get down into it. Let's get Daniel 7 and 23. Because there has not been any other world empire, no other world empire with the domination and the reach outside of Rome, with the exception of the American Empire.
You said
Daniel chapter 7,
verse 2.
We're going to start at verse 23.
Verse 2.
What verse did I say?
23.
Yeah, start at verse 23.
Okay.
Did I say that part of verse wrong?
It's different in your notes.
Oh, okay, verse 23.
Oh, no, I'm looking at the next verse.
Mm-hmm.
Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms.
So listen here. This fourth beast is going to be diverse from all kingdoms. Read.
And shall devour the whole earth.
And the fourth beast is going to devour the whole earth. Read.
It shall tread it down and break it in pieces.
He's going to tread the earth down and he's going to break the earth in pieces. So what does that mean? What did Rome do? Let's think about Rome. Because Rome is the fourth beast. I'll just go ahead and tell you right out. Rome is the fourth beast. So what did Rome do? What did Rome do that other nations didn't do? Rome took over the whole known world, right? It's the last beast, took over the whole known world, and he implemented itself into every nation on earth. It devoured the whole earth. It treaded it down, meaning it made the whole earth subjugated the whole world. Britain, France, Africa, different states, countries in Africa were subjugated by Rome. It subjugated the whole earth, broke it in pieces, and once it seemingly looked like Rome fell, it became the Western nations. So Rome never did really go away. It just broke up into many pieces. Verse 24.
And the 10 horns out of this kingdom
Mhm.
are 10 kings that shall arise,
Come on.
and another shall arise after them,
Mhm.
and he shall be diverse from the first,
He's going to be diverse from the first. Come on.
and he shall subdue 3
And
kings.
he shall subdue 3 kings. Now, which kingdom you think is talking about? We went from Rome in verse 23. I told you Rome was the last kingdom. Now we went to verse 24. It's talking about 10 major kingdoms. These 10 horns is 10 major kingdoms. And out of and another shall rise out of these 10 major kingdoms, and shall be different than the first. Shall be different than Rome. Shall be slightly different than Rome. But shall subdue 3 kings. What's those 3 kings? What's those 3 kings that got subdued by? I didn't tell you who this other last, give you the name of the last person. I didn't. What's going on right there?
I've been trying to fix the sound issue.
America is Rome that came back. America's Rome that come back. How do I know? What's the 3 kings that America subdued?
UK.
Who is it?
UK.
UK was one.
Spain.
Spain was the other. There's one more. France. Yeah. United Kingdom, France, and Spain was the kings that were subdued by America. That's how you know verse 24 is talking about America. Let's go back to Daniel 7:2 now. There we go. That's where I wanted to Daniel 7:2 at. Right there. Daniel. Come on.
Daniel chapter 7 and verse 2.
Mhm.
Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night, and behold, the 4 winds of the heavens strove upon the great sea,
Mhm.
and 4 great beasts came up from the sea, diverse one from another.
Diverse one from another. Come on.
The first was like a lion, and had eagle's wings. I behold, till the wings thereof were plucked off, and it was lifted up from the earth,
Come on.
and made stand upon the feet as a man,
Mhm.
and the man's heart was given to it.
A man's heart was given to it. Come on.
And behold, another beast, a second, like to a bear, and it raised up itself on one side, and it had 3 ribs in the mouth of it,
A lion, a bear. Come on.
between the teeth of it.
Mhm.
And they said, thus unto it, arise, devour much flesh.
Read on.
After this I behold, and lo, another, like a leopard,
Like a leopard. Read.
which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. The beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given to it.
Come on.
After this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a 4th beast,
This is the 4th beast. Read.
dreadful and terrible.
Dreadful and terrible. He don't even. This beast so dreadful. He don't even equate it to no animal. All the other ones got animal equations. This 4th beast is so terrible. Daniel seen it. It was so terrible. He said, "This one right here is dreadful and terrible." Come on, exceedingly strong. Come on, strong exceedingly. Come
And
on.
strong exceedingly.
Mhm.
And it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it.
Uh-huh.
And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it.
Uh-huh.
And it had 10 horns.
And it had 10 horns. So you know Daniel 7 and 2, where we read down the verse 7, it goes into what we just read into Daniel 7 and 23, talking about the same exact situation, right? All right, so here are some details about Daniel's vision. The first beast was a lion that represented Babylon. The second beast was a bear. It represented the Medo-Persian Empire. The third beast was a leopard. It represents Greece under Alexander the Greek. And the fourth beast was a dreadful beast, according to Daniel 2 and 7, was a fourth beast, was a dreadful beast, and this represented Rome. The 4th kingdom is different and hear me out. The fourth kingdom is different because it absorbed every other kingdom. Rome took the spirit of Babylon. It also took the spirit of Egypt. It also took the spirit of the Persian and the Medes. It also took the spirit of Egypt. Did I already say Egypt? It already took the spirit of Egypt. It took the spirit of every other kingdom that we were in captivity under the occupation of Greece. That's why America has been the worst kingdom. The worst kingdom and the worst captivity that the children of Israel have ever been in. Because it took on parts of all of our prior captivities have ever been. Second Ezra, the 11th chapter, and the 39th verse. The fourth beast was dreadful, it says. Second Ezra 11 and 39.
Speak of Second Ezra, chapter 11 and verse 39. Art not thou it that remainest of the fourth beast, whom I mean to reign in my world, that the end of their times might come through them?
Listen to the word again. Read it again.
Verse
39.
Art not thou it that remainest of the fourth beast?
Art not the remainers of the fourth beast, meaning the fourth beast has came, but this is what remains of the fourth beast.
Of the four beasts.
Of the four beasts. This is what remains of the four beasts. Because remember, I said it took on all personalities of the four beasts, spirits of the four beasts. Whom, this is what the Most High says, who I made to reign in my world. That the end of the time might come through them. The end is going to come through this beast. Verse 40.
And the fourth came and overcome all the beasts that were past, and had power over the world with great fearfulness, and over the whole compass of the earth with much wicked oppression.
With much wicked oppression, read.
And so long time dwelt he upon the earth.
The fourth beast dwelt a long time upon the earth, over 1,500 years. I didn't include the Roman Empire. I included the fall of the Roman Empire. I'm counting from the fall of the Roman Empire, which was 1,500 years ago. Western Rome, 496 AD. 1,500 years, over 1,500 years ago. Much wicked oppression. The fourth beast, the spirit of the fourth beast, dwelt upon the earth with much deceit. Verse 41.
For the earth hast thou not judged with truth. For thou hast afflicted the meek, thou hast hurt the peaceable, thou hast loved liars, and destroyed the dwellings of them that brought forth fruits, and have cast down the walls of such as did thee no harm.
Read.
Therefore is thy wrongful dealing come up unto the highest, and thy pride unto the mighty.
Come on.
The highest also have looked upon the proud times, and behold, they are ended, and his abominations are fulfilled.
In the fourth beast, his abominations is fulfilled. Read.
And therefore appear no more, thou eagle, nor thy horrible wings, nor thy wicked feathers, nor thy malicious heads, nor thy hurtful claws, nor all thy vain body.
Now, in Second Ezra, which we're not going into because we're coming from a different angle, this is a heavy scripture here, and I'm not giving it the attention it deserves because we're coming from a different angle, just like I did with Daniel the 7th chapter. It's a heavy chapter, but I didn't dig into it because we're talking about something else. Because you can go into Daniel 7 and that'll be a whole nother lesson. We just like Second Ezra, the 11th chapter, you can dig into this and it'll be a whole nother lesson. Like this is a heavy chapter. But we just touching it because we go cutting from a different angle. Read on. Verse, what was that? 45, wasn't it? Verse 45.
Verse 45, and therefore appear no more, thou eagle, nor thy horrible wings, nor thy wicked feathers, nor thy malicious heads, nor thy hurtful claws, nor all thy vain body.
Read.
That all the earth may be refreshed and may return, being delivered from thy body.
Being what?
Being delivered from thy body.
Being delivered from thy violence. Read.
And that she may hope for the judgment and mercy of him that made her.
So Israel's redemption is only going to come through war. It's only going to come through violence. It's only going to come through violence. The last empire inherits the authority, the characteristics of all those that came before it. We see it again here in Revelations, the 13th chapter. Let's get it, Revelations 13 and 2. Daniel seen it. Ezra seen it. Apostle John seen it. Revelations 13 and 2.
And it reads, And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear.
Didn't we just read this? Daniel seen the same thing, didn't he? Come on.
And his mouth as the mouth of a lion.
His mouth was a lion. Notice the symbols. So the leopard is Greece. The bear is Medo-Persia. The lion is Babylon. The beast itself is the fourth king. Read on.
And the dragon gave him his power.
And the dragon gave him his power because he took on the personification of all these captivities.
And his seat. And great authority.
And great authority. So this is the spirit of the fourth beast that lives on. The fourth beast is the end of the world. The fourth beast have to be in power when the end of the world comes. Just get Revelations 18. Revelations 18 and 7.
Book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 7. How much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
And shall see no sorrow. Sometimes y'all watch the news and you see how arrogant President Trump is.
All the
time. And the Secretary of War.
Yep.
What's his name? Pete Hegseth.
The news anchor.
Yeah. No, not the news anchor. The Secretary of Defense.
No. Yeah, right. Secretary of War. No, but before that, he was a news anchor.
He was.
Yes.
He was.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
His previous experiences doing the news.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he's a Gulf War veteran or something like that. I believe he is. Yeah.
He wasn't qualified. He wasn't.
You see how arrogant these dudes are? That's what the scripture is talking about right here. I said a queen. Who gonna touch me? I go into any country I want to. President Trump is giving up military strategies on the news. That's how arrogant he is. Or stupid. He's either arrogant or very, very stupid. Yeah, I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna do this, do that, and other. How many men you say we're gonna do? That's how you be talking. They don't care the arrogance of them. Verse 8.
Revelation chapter 18, verse 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord God who judgeth her,
Come on.
and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication, and they have it's not deliciously. What is that word?
Deliciously.
That is deliciously.
Yeah.
Nobody
Have lived
understands that.
have lived deliciously. Yeah.
Deliciously with her. Shall bewail her, and lament for her, when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment.
Come on.
Saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come.
For 1 hour your judgment has come.
Oh, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her.
That's it, right? Verse 10. That's all I want.
Okay.
Yeah, verse 10. So Mystery Babylon becomes the center of worldwide commerce, military power, and false religion. You see, there's nobody in the world. There's nobody in the world like America, because they got all those military bases over there. They got military bases all over in that region. You said had?
Some of them got blown up.
Yeah. They're not showing that part. They're not showing that part. Yeah. See, Iran is thousands of years old. This ain't a new nation.
It's Persian.
America's a new nation. Iran has been through the ringer with Alexander, with Babylon, with the Medes. Or they've been through it, and they still standing. They don't care nothing about fighting. What can you do with somebody who believes they're fighting for God? What can you do with that person?
Happily die the king.
Yeah, I'm getting the kingdom. I'm going. What do I care? You know, Israel don't fight like that, though. Don't fight like that. Kingdom can wait.
I want to see it. Not right now.
Everybody want to get to the kingdom, but don't nobody want to die. I'd rather spend 40 years walking around before I get to the promised land. Let's get Jeremiah 50, 33.
Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go.
And they refuse to let us go here, right here in this country. Come on.
Their Redeemer is strong.
Our Redeemer is strong. Read.
The Lord of hosts is his name.
Read.
He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he might give rest to the land, and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon.
And do what?
And disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon.
Is there any such physical place on earth called Babylon today? So this ain't talking about the northern kingdom of Israel was never in captivity when Babylon was here. Only the southern kingdom went into captivity in Babylon. So when it says the children of Israel and the children of Judah, both northern and southern kingdom, will be oppressed together, it's talking about another Babylon, a mystery Babylon, something that has taken on the personification of the spirit of Babylon. Can we get that article real fast?
Which one?
The Iran is trying to inflict a steady number of U.S. casualties.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the one you just brought up, I think.
Yeah. All right. This is the Iran Update Special Report, July 24th, 2026, by the Institute of the Study of War. We're going to go down to...
I'm sorry, that one right there.
Iran is trying to inflict a steady number of U.S. casualties by targeting sleeping quarters and recreational facilities at U.S. regional bases in order to impose U.S. domestic pressure that would force the U.S. government to halt its airstrike campaign on Iran.
Mm-hmm.
The Artesh claimed that its forces conducted drone attacks targeting U.S. forces gathered at Sheikh Issa base in Bahrain.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a word. Muwafaq Salti Air Base in Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
At Al
The air base in Jordan is where they just killed those 4 soldiers. Mm-hmm.
At Al Udeid base in Qatar, in Camp Arfjan in Kuwait. Since ISW CTP's last data cutoff at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on July 23rd, the IRGC also claimed that its forces targeted the quarters of U.S. forces at Camp Bahrain in Kuwait on July 24th.
Mm-hmm.
Iran regime media separately published on July 24th satellite imagery depicting damage from an Iran ballistic missile hitting buildings reportedly housing U.S. military forces at the Ali Aslim base in Kuwait. ISWCTP cannot confirm the veracity of this satellite image or the Iranian claims from July 24th.
So what they're saying is, which the U.S. has the information. The U.S. has the information, but they just not showing it to us. These bases are told the hell out.
Mm-hmm.
This is not Venezuela. This is not Iraq. This is something else. And they not playing. Now remember, months ago, what did the U.S. United States government come out saying? That they've been totally decimated.
Mm-hmm.
The war is over.
Set them back years.
We set them back years. Ain't that what they said? I seen that they did the Ayatollah's funeral, and they interviewed the women that was at the funeral. Now think about the spirit of the people. When you have the women saying, I will always whisper in my baby's ear, death to America.
True.
We'll never forget. That's the women saying that. As soon as the one woman said, as soon as my babies is born, I'll whisper in their ear, death to America. They're born with that. The children of Israel don't even understand the importance of who they are. It's like when we came out of Egypt. It's like when we came out of Egypt and he sent Moses and said, tell Pharaoh to let my people go, right? It's the same thing. Except for this time, it's going to be war. Let them go. Oh, you won't let them go, I'm going to take them. And I'm going to set you on fire. There won't be enough. There won't be anybody left to bury. Because the last time we left Egypt, it wasn't enough people to bury the dead. This time, there won't be anyone there. Because the smoke of it is going to go up from generation to generation. This fourth beast is the spirit of this fourth beast is what's going to cause the end of the world. Second Ezra 15 and 28.
Let's look at 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 28.
Mm-hmm.
Behold, an horrible vision,
Come on.
and the appearance thereof from the east,
From the east, read.
where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots,
Mm-hmm.
and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth,
Come on.
that all they which hear them may fear and tremble.
And tremble. All of the dragons of Arabia, when you see them, you're gonna fear and tremble. Come on.
Also the Carmenians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood.
Let's see who the Carmenians is. Pull them up just so y'all know we ain't making up stuff. Let's see who they are.
Carmenians, according to the Encyclopedia of the Bible, which can be found on BibleGateway.com. Carmenians, 2nd Ezra 15 and 30 makes reference to the Carmenians these were a people from Carmenia, a fertile province of ancient Persia,
The ancient Persians. Mm-hmm.
situated on the north shore of the Persian Gulf.
Mm-hmm.
It is a mountainous region separated by a desert from Persis in the west. In addition to the Kerman province, there was also a Kerman city, both named after the Kermani or Germani tribe. And in this, the Persian tribes, Herodotus mentions the Germani, Carmania, and the Sagittarians and Utans
Mm-hmm.
and other tribes formed a satrapy and paid tribute to Darius.
So what you say it was?
You go ahead and say it again. Satrapy,
trophy.
something like that.
Yeah. That was all of it, right?
The Carmanians and the Utans are also mentioned by Darius as inhabiting a district in Persia. At the later period, Antiochus I attempted to introduce Hellenism into Persia.
Mm-hmm. I just wanted the location.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's in ancient Persia, or in other words, Iran.
So you want the map next?
Yeah. Did it? The one map did it show up?
This one?
Yeah, but it don't look the same.
That was the link.
Yeah, but that's not it. That's not it. I think that's a Google map.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not it. So let's go back to the scripture, 2nd Ezra 15. We were at verse 30.
2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 30. Also the Carmanians, raging in wrath, shall go forth.
Carmanians, which are the Iranians today, the ancient Persians. Come on.
Shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood,
Mm-hmm.
and with great power shall they come,
With great power, they're going to come. Come on.
and join battle with them,
And they're going to join battle with them. Come on.
and shall waste a portion of the land of the
They're
Assyrians.
going to waste a portion of the land of Assyrians. They're going to join the battle with them, wasting the Assyrians. Let's get that in Isaiah 10 and 5 right quick. Because the land of the Assyrians is the area of Iraq, northeastern Syria, and southeastern Turkey. Isaiah the 10th chapter and the 5th verse.
And it reads, O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger, and the staff in their hand is mine indignation.
Mm-hmm.
I will send him against an hypocritical nation,
Mm-hmm.
and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge.
Send him against the people of my wrath. What verse you at?
6.
Read 6.
To take the spoil, and to take the prey, and to tread them down like the mire of the streets.
So you're talking about Iraq, Syria, Turkey. Let's go to Micah 5. Micah, the 5th chapter, and the 5th verse.
Micah chapter 5, verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
And this man shall be the peace when the Assyrians shall come into our land,
Mm-hmm.
and when he shall tread in our palaces.
Come on.
Then shall we rise against him 7 shepherds and 8 principal men, and they shall waste the land of Assyria with the sword.
Yeah, they shall waste the land of Assyria with sword. This is the Iranian. This is the Iranians coming over and making war and fighting with and we're gonna see who they're fighting with in these various lands, in the land of Iraq, in the land of southern Syria, southeast Syria, and in the land of Turkey, eastern Turkey. Was that it? All of 6, verse 6?
No.
Read on.
In the land of Nimrod, and the entrances thereof, thus shall he deliver
What's
us.
the land of Nimrod? Iraq. Iraq is the land of Nimrod. That's where he built. That's where he built the tower. The tower, he built it in Iraq. What's known as Iraq today. Finish out verse 6. Did we finish it? Okay.
And thus shall he deliver us from the Assyrian, when he cometh into our land, and when he treadeth within our borders.
With the treadeth within our borders. That's the prophecy of the Iranians hooking up with other nations and fighting in Iraq, fighting in Syria, fighting in Turkey. Let's go to 2 Ezra 15 and 30 one more time. 15 and 30 one more time.
So Ezra chapter 15 and verse 30. Also the Carmanians raging in wrath shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come.
They're going to come with great power. Come on.
And join battle with them.
This is ground war. This is land war. So we know that the Iranians, according to the Bible, is going to be a ground war with the Western powers. They're going to be in a ground war with Israel, ground war with the United States. Come on.
And shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. And they shall.
Was that it?
Yes.
That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted out of that. So let's go to Jeremiah 50 and 35. Jeremiah 50 and 35.
Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 35. A sword is upon the Chaldeans, saith the Lord.
The Chaldeans is the Arabs. The sword is on the Chaldeans. That's the Arabs. Come on.
And upon the inhabitants of Babylon.
And on the inhabitants of the Babylon, which is the USA today, United States today. Come on.
And upon her princes. And upon her wise men.
Come on.
A sword is upon the liars.
A sword is upon the liars. Just get Revelations 3 and 9. This who are the liars? Revelations 3 and 9. So we got the Arabs are there. You have the inhabitants of Babylon, which is United States of America. They're there. Now we have the liars. Let's see who the liars are. Revelations 3 and 9.
Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie.
But do lie. Read.
Behold, I will make them come. I will make them to come and worship before thy feet.
To make them come and worship before thy feet. Is that it?
And to know that I have loved thee.
And to know that you have loved the children of Israel. Let's go back to Jeremiah 50 and 36. We know that these three are there. The Arabs, the United States of America, and the liars. The Israelis. They are there.
Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 36. A sword is upon the liars, and they shall dote. A sword is upon her mighty men, and they shall be dismayed.
Read.
A sword is upon their horses, and upon their chariots, and upon all the mingled people that are in the midst of her, and they shall become as women. A sword is upon her treasures, and they shall be robbed. A drought is upon her waters, and they shall be dried up. For it is the land of graven images, and they are mad upon their idols. Therefore, the wild beasts of the desert with the wild beasts of the islands.
So to read verse 39 again, therefore who?
Therefore, the wild beasts of the desert.
The wild beasts of the desert are the Arabians and or the Carmanians that we just read about in 2 Esdras. Read.
With the wild beasts of the islands.
With the wild beasts of the islands. Come on.
Shall dwell there.
And
the owls shall dwell therein.
Come on.
And it shall be no more inhabited forever.
Meaning there's gonna be so much war that they're gonna kill so many people that it's gonna be like a desert. Come on.
Neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation.
And in the United States especially the United States of America, ain't nobody gonna be there. It's gonna be totally, utterly decimated. No one.
You know what's funny about that? They're talking about hitting vital systems for life, like the water systems and stuff like that. And they do hit the water, you can't live there.
You can't live there. It's totally decimated.
It's a desert.
Yeah. That's right. Let's get Isaiah 13 and 21. It's going to say it again. I'm just giving you 2 or 3 witnesses saying the same thing. Prophets saying the same thing.
Isaiah chapter 13, verse 21. For wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their house shall be full of doleful creatures.
So doleful creatures mean ain't nobody gonna be there. But what kind of animals, what kind of creatures that live in the desert? They don't need much water.
Snakes.
Yeah, snakes and scorpions and things like that.
And owls shall dwell there,
Mm-hmm.
and satyrs shall dance there.
Mm-hmm.
And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged.
And her days shall not be for long. When we see things that's going on in the world, like we said it, people, I wonder. Sometimes I look at the news and be like, I gotta turn the news off. This is depressing. Storms, goodness, and typhoons and earthquakes. So everything is going on. You don't even get a chance to recover. It'd be one disaster after the other. I just read somewhere, I even seen it on the news or I read it, where FEMA and the government, the Trump, they're not even giving no money out no more. It's over. It's too many disasters back to back to back to back to back. They just went and asked for how much money they just asked for? 70 billion? Or 1 point, yeah.
I think it was 60, but then they approved 75.
75?
They have an extra 15 billion.
Yeah.
Just cause.
Revelations 18 and 2. I'm telling y'all, this thing is getting ready to jump off. In America, y'all think you think you the biggest, baddest thing out there.
Revelation chapter 18 and verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils.
Mm-hmm. Saying the same thing Isaiah said, saying the same thing Jeremiah said, saying the same thing 2nd Ezra said. Come on.
And the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Every unclean and hateful bird. Read.
You want 3?
What's an unclean bird?
A vulture.
A vulture. There ain't nothing but death in there. Drop down to verse 8.
Therefore shall her plagues come in one day.
Come on.
Death and mourning and famine. And she shall be utterly burned with fire.
And she shall be utterly burned with fire. Come on.
For strong is the Lord God who judgeth her.
Could we get that video? Let's get that video. I sent 2 videos, but I want to get the first one. That one first. Yeah.
Trump?
Yeah.
Fair use.
Watch this.
I'm Atra El-Nashar in Washington. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will meet with President Trump next week. It's been almost 5 months since the U.S. and Israel launched the first strikes in the Iran war, and combat operations may soon take a new turn. President Trump weighing a potential escalation in the Iran war, telling Axios Thursday, I am considering a massive attack, bigger than ever before. I am close to making a decision. We are all set for it. And says Iranians haven't received enough pain yet.
See this
Rockets loaded and ready to go, but we're talking to them. So I think while we're talking, we'll see what comes of it.
Iran continuing its strikes aimed at U.S. military assets in Jordan, Kuwait, Bahrain, and Iraq. Iran state TV relaying this message from the country's paramilitary
What Iran
forces.
say?
We warn all people living in countries where U.S. military personnel are stationed to immediately stay at least 500 meters away from facilities, accommodations, and concealed locations used by U.S. military personnel so that they remain safe.
They was nice about it. but-
Iran and Iran-backed Houthi rebels in Yemen tightening their grips on the Strait of Hormuz and the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, causing a
That's what-
sharp drop in shipping traffic and delivering another blow to global oil supply. President Trump says going forward, any and all damages done to ships, cargo, or anything related thereto will be paid for by Iranian money that the United States has in its possession
So
and
pause it.
controls.
So Trump says anything that they do is going to be paid by Iranian money. So in other words, they're going to take their money.
They already did.
Yeah. The money that they held up,
Yeah.
we're going to use that money, the money that you're supposed to have. We're going to take your own money after we destroy it.
Mhm.
Why don't they think? Why would you think these people want to sit at the negotiating table with you? Why would they? Negotiate for what? For you to bully me some more? Come on.
Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi replying, seizing another nation's assets to pay for unrelated future claims is an incendiary precedent. Those who celebrate or profit from such funds should remember, once governments normalize confiscation, no one's assets are safe. Araghchi meeting with Chinese and Russian counterparts Friday amid heightened suspicions China and Russia are quietly providing support to Iran. President Trump says the
Watch it.
Chinese and Russian presidents each told him they
He's so
won't
stupid.
sell weapons to Iran.
He's so
Therefore, two major countries that people speak of often in terms of Iran are, in my opinion, not participating. U.S. intelligence says otherwise.
There are ways in which both of those countries are limiting at different levels, enabling some of the things Iran is doing. Yes.
All right.
Secretary of State
So Trump is saying that he doesn't believe that China and Russia is getting together and helping Iran. Pete Hegseth, his own Secretary of Defense, said something totally different than what he just said. Yeah, but on different levels, they helping on different levels. Let's get the next video. This is an older video, but I'm gonna show you what they did. I'm gonna show you what China and Russia was doing. Let's get the next video.
Turn now to new military tensions between the U.S., China, and Russia, with the U.S. Navy sending destroyers to the coast of Alaska last week after nearly a dozen Russian and Chinese warships were spotted patrolling nearby international waters, very nearby. Weijia Zhang is at the White House for us with more on what all this means. Weijia, good morning.
Good morning to you, Tony. Good morning to everybody. Alaska Senator Dan Sullivan called the size of the Chinese and Russian joint operation unprecedented. He says the U.S. deployed 4 Navy destroyer ships near the Aleutian Islands in response to those 11 Chinese and Russian warships near.
That ain't enough. He said he dispatched 4 ships to Alaska. China and Russia had 11 warships off the coast of America, coming out of and going in and out of international waters. Ain't enough. Your 4 ships ain't enough. Come on.
U.S. waters. The U.S. Northern Command says the Chinese and Russian patrol remained in international waters and wasn't considered a threat. But the show of force is a reminder of the cooperation of Chinese and Russian militaries, as well as how close the countries are to Alaska. A similar joint exercise took place last year in September. The U.S. Coast Guard encountered 7 Chinese and Russian ships near Alaska, all in a single formation. Now, China and Russia have increased their ties amid tensions with the U.S. over Taiwan and Ukraine, making situations like this more alarming. In a statement to other media outlets, the Chinese embassy said this patrol was part of an annual cooperation plan and has nothing to do with the.
So China and Russia working together and in cahoots with Iran And guess who else they got on their team? North Korea.
Oh, yeah.
North Korea. So these are the things that's going on. And this is what the Bible is saying. Let's get 2 Ezra 15 and 20. Let's see what the Bible says.
This book of 2 Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
Behold, saith God, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun.
They're from the far east.
From the south.
From the south.
From the east.
Mm-hmm.
And Libanus.
Libanus is the Levant, meaning Lebanon, Israel, Gaza Strip, all of that area. Read.
To turn themselves one against another, and repay the things that they have done.
And repay the things that they have done
to them.
To them. 2 Ezra 16. 2 Ezra the 16th chapter. Go to verse 1.
2 Ezra 16 and verse 1. Mm-hmm. Woe be unto thee, Babylon
and Asia. Come on.
Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria.
Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Read.
Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. Your destruction is at hand. You going to war. Ezra seen it. He said, you going to war. Let's get Ezekiel 38:23. We almost done here. Ezekiel 38 and verse 23. Ezekiel chapter 38 and verse 23. Thus will I magnify myself and sanctify myself, and I'll be known in the eyes of many nations, and they shall know that I am the Lord. He's going to set himself apart, and he's going to be known in many nations that the Most High Yahweh, he is the Lord and master of all. Let's get Colossians. Colossians, the 3rd chapter and the 23rd verse. I want verses 23 and 24. Colossians chapter 3 and verse 23. And whatsoever ye do, do it heartily, as to the Lord, and not unto men. Come on. Knowing that of the Lord ye shall receive the reward of the inheritance, for ye shall serve the Lord Christ. But he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he have done. Come on. And there is no respect of persons. Come on. Is that it? Yeah. All praise to the Most High. So we got to gather ourselves together. We got to gather ourselves together, brothers and sisters, knowing that our redemption is nigh and that our redemption can only come through war. These nations are going to war. We got some difficult times ahead of us. You understand? We got some difficult times ahead of us, and these nations are going to war because it's prophesied through the scriptures. These things must happen. These things got to be. We just have to be prepared. All right? Order and process. Order and process. All right? We're going to leave it right there. Shalom. Shalom.
Yourself when the lies in the doctrine you clinging to. Repenting mean the path that you walk and you see it through. That mean you gotta switch up your people leaving the crew. That mean you gotta watch what you say and watch what you do. But until you see the truth, you just looking around for a clue. And it's easy to find evil, cause evil looking for you. Bishop got us militant, keep us ready like Minutemen. Demons in the sleep of Yahweh coming to finish them. Gotta love my features, no difference between our images. Wisdom getting deeper, I'm prophesying to many men. Keep it real, study the word, showing yourself approved. Faith without works is a body, gotta make different moves. I never be perfect, still shooting to fit the biggest shoes. Watching what I eat, son, to eat them, weaponizing the food. We had to fight and sacrifice to get to this point. Follow the laws of the Torah, you can't do what you want. Wartime, I'm on the line, you could catch me up front. Reading out my 1611, got my Glock in the trunk. Some people don't understand, still it's a hole in their body. Some people never gonna see that it's the devil that got them. You casting spells on yourself, you saying that you got problems. Meditate day and night, but I still get it poppin'.